So today, as the world know that 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 the Stop Killing Games initiative is proven to be quite more popular, and the reason is that because private software was spreading misinformation about the initiative, and you can and yeah, that that misinformation about Stop Killing Games only made the campaign boost further, and that is thanks to the massive popular YouTubers like Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers. What else? Mutahar, Asmongo TV. Um, yeah, you know those two popular YouTubers. Oh yeah, also Spawnwave, Gamers Nexus, and so many I could not name because again watched so many. I watched so many of the YouTubers that I always keep up with the tech news. But yeah, as far as we do know that Asmongo, Mudahar from Some Ordinary Gamers have covered the coverage, and yeah, we're gonna be talking about right now as to why it matters if you care about video games right now. So let's get the screen share up here, and for the detailed explanation, Shumei, can you explain what is Stop Killing Games initiative? Shumei, go ahead.
Well, accordingly, here, as I read, it is a consumer movement and initiative with the goal of preserving video games after they are taken offline. This is according to the Wikipedia article. The initiative was started back in 2024 by Ross Scott after the unexpected shutdown of The Crew, which is a racing game that required a constant internet connection despite being mostly single-playered. This initiative have gathered quite popularly, being covered by various different YouTubers and other news outlets. This movement also launched multiple government petitions to be for the games for this one to be continued on. Wow, this is quite crazy. As Kyra has already been screen sharing. Over the past year, they have successfully escalated complaints on this problem to consumer agencies in France, Germany, and Australia, and have brought forth petitions for new law on this problem to various countries. A list of the actions taken to date can be viewed on the provided link, and they're here. As of 2025, most of the consumer action on this matter has concluded, and they are awaiting decisions on it from several governments. However, there are a few remaining avenues left where people can participate if they're eligible. As of this
And
time, as you can
also,
see,
and
go
also,
ahead.
as of right now, we have reached 961,086 signatures, which is nearly 100% as we speak. So the movement we are showing is strong. So let's keep that going. And yeah, this is why people care about video games. So this is why they signed the petition. So why you should care about this exactly? Because again, video game publishers can take away your right to play if they discontinue the game, and this is a must if you are against it. So yes, so again, Ubisoft killing the Crew game, it was definitely an online game only, and this is a massive, or should I say, a massive slap in the face. If you own the game, you should own it. But in reality, you own nothing, and that is what the term we hear, and this is so concerning, right?
Exactly, because the fact that you're not just, you're only just playing the game. Technically, you already own the game because you purchased it from the rights. So why all of a sudden you're just going to be pulling it offline? You should have made the game free in the first place, and then just do it how Hoyoverse did it. If they want to do it, if they're gonna do it online, they should have made the game free, and then everything else is paid to play. For example, the coins, the exclusive cars, and all that. But instead, you just shut down an entire server for that game, and because of this, everybody is like upset about it. So this movement was made And it's not just,
Yes.
racing games alone. Maybe other games would be affected by this move as well. Who knows, maybe our favorite RPG game would actually just disappear one day just because they can. It's not because we own the game, but because they still own the server that was running the game. So, in other words, it's a bit of a problem here, guys. So, if this initiative didn't go further, our games would be dying out sooner than later than we've already expected. How can we play GTA San Andreas nowadays, or even the classic games like Battleship, or as far as Dota? If everybody remembers Dota, or LOL.
Yes, exactly. So, you just heard from Chumain. Once again, it's very very important, and we are already tired of the game companies shutting the titles you own, and then apparently when they shut down, you don't own anything, like you own nothing, and
Yes,
Ubisoft is
exactly.
taking advantage of this. And like it's like, yeah, Ubisoft is taking advantage of shutting down the
Hmm.
games, and then they have the audacity to say you don't own games. Like,
Yes,
dude, dude, like if you buy the game from them, you should have the ownership. Like with the movies and shows. Like say if you own the Blu-ray, you
yes,
own
exactly.
you own a 4K Blu-ray. You own the copy. You own the movie copy.
Yes,
Simple as that. But with the
yes.
video games like this, it's it's unfair. Like video game publishers shutting down, it yeah makes no sense. It
It
really makes no
really
sense.
does make no sense, especially with the fact on how, how constituted they can be, to the point that shutting down an entire game without any sort of preservation is gonna make everybody who are like fans of this game to like rally behind this petition. So it would be better, like, these games should be preserved, because if the previous games before the HD universe started like appearing left and right, before they appear, the games happen to have their own servers in their own copies. Nowadays they are just like saving money for it by, conglomerating every single server that any customer had bought the copies with, to be in this one massive cloud that they could just delete anytime soon, right? So it's kind of unfair that they would just suddenly do that without any sort of like, you know, effort to like save the assets, the game files, and all of that kind of shaz. Pretty
Exactly, Jermaine. Exactly,
Mhm.
Jermaine. So now let's read the frequently asked questions. And if you're still confused, what is Stop Killing Games initiative is? Let me head over now to FAQ. So there are a lot of questions for you to ask, and yes, it's if you have a lot of questions to ask, like what is this exactly? Well, yeah, let's read this one. Let's read the first three questions. How are publishers destroying video games? And the answer is an increasing number of video games are designed to rely on the server the publisher controls in order for the game to function. This acts as a lifeline to the game. When the publisher decides to turn this off, it is essentially cutting off live support to the game, making it completely inoperable for all customers. It does not happen with the older games, by the way. Like if you own the handheld games, like the DS games, this does not happen. Well,
Exactly.
in today's world of video game industry, it happens. Why? Right?
Yes,
So
exactly.
yeah,
And you could
when this
say that this
happens,
must be.
go ahead,
Yeah, go
Jermaine.
ahead. Like I said, when it happens, it sometimes makes it obvious that they're probably cutting costs so that they won't have to like make individual servers per copy of the game. They just, place it in this one major cloud that, they could just cut off anytime. It's like it's like they're like killing heaven here. It's like that feeling, And as this line says, as I will be continuing from here, Ira, if that's okay. When that
Yeah, go ahead.
happens, when this happens, the game is essentially destroyed because no one can ever operate it again. As a result, the copy that you own will become a shell of its former self. You'll just get this black screen of death along with an error code that's saying server is officially offline. So
Yes.
it's kind of frustrating for many people because it's not there. Anyway, go ahead, Cairo.
Alright, next question. Why should people care about publishers destroying games? Well, video games are primarily just for entertainment and not of much consequence. The practice of necessarily destroying a product someone has already paid for represents a radical assault on consumer rights and even the concept of ownership itself. If this practice does not stop, it may be codified into law and spread to other products of more importance over time, such as agricultural and equipment, educational products, medical devices, etc. It is important consumers maintain a basic level of rights. Yeah, you have the right to speak out your concern against the companies doing deceptive practices. Next question. How is this campaign going to save video games? Well, if companies face penalties for destroying copies of games they have sold, this is very likely to start curbing this behavior. Yes, straight to the point, and very straight to the point. If a company is forced to allow customers to retain their games in even one country, implementing those fixes worldwide becomes a trivial issue for them. So if destroying a game you paid for became illegal in France, companies that patch the game would likely apply the same patch to the games worldwide. There you go. So if this becomes a law in Europe, the video game companies will no longer be allowed to do EOS on the game you already bought, and they will be required to do an offline patch. And there's a lot of questions that we don't have time for. But if we go to the UK signatures, we all have already reached over 100,000 signatures. So we are likely to hear from UK Parliament for a debate. So this is a fantastic news we are hearing so far. Yeah, very fantastic.
Yes,
And
pretty
yeah,
much.
so guys, if this is very important, if you guys love video games, if you support video games, please do your part right now. Sign the signature. If you're located in European Union country, please do your thing right now. Sign the petition because this is a very very important moment for the video games to preserve.
And we're
Let's make
talking to
this
you.
happen. Let's
And we're
make
talking
this
to
happen
you.
as we
Yes.
speak.
When we're talking to you exactly Berlin, France, Germany, everywhere in the world. Everywhere in the world that is European right now, sign that petition or else gaming would change forever.
Yes, if I encourage everyone right now to do your part, join the initiative, sign it while you can. If you're located in European Union country or UK, do your part right now. It's very important. And while we are not able to sign the petition because we're not located in European Union or UK, we are spreading the word because it helps and it matters. So again, if you care about video games, if you love to preserve video games, and if you want to keep playing forever, please sign the initiative right now. And you can head over to stopkillinggames.com. That is stopkillinggames.com.
And as Jamal once said, every single minute, every 60 seconds, a minute passes. Together we can stop this. Please spread the word. Thank you.